Hey guys, Jason Jay here again. Today I thought I'd give you the backstory, how I came to be what I'm doing now. So it all started when I was 14 and my dad bought a nightclub. 14, nightclub, good combination, right? Well, my mum didn't seem to think so. See, I really wanted to get in that environment. I thought it was such a cool place to work, but my dad held me off for years. In fact, it was only a couple of years later when I finally got a job in his latest venture. It was a jazz cafe called Martha's Corner. And I was bussing tables one day and the bartender had enough and he stormed out and I was thrown into the bar. Now, there was something about the bar environment that I fell in love with immediately. It was, I don't know, just the fact that you had your own little space, you just could serve people, put smiles on people's faces. It was great. But you see, at the time, I was at university studying languages, French and German, which are really handy in this part of the world, aren't they? Anyways, my mum was pretty keen for me to keep doing that, but you know, I loved the bar, but she wanted me to do languages, but I loved the bar. And eventually it came time for a decision to be made, and I chose the bar, much to my mother's dismay. She'd rather me get a real job, and truth be told, my dad too. Anyways, so I started in the industry, and I think I got a photo of me very young when I was working up at the Crest Hotel in King's Cross. So I kept on learning. I kept on getting new experiences in this great industry. And eventually I started competing just to have a bit more fun, to learn a bit more, to meet a few people. And in 1989, I trained up a team that actually won the Midori Cup back off the Americans down in Hobart in Australia, which is a great environment, great time for everyone. So that was a little bit of a highlight, if you like. And of course my mum went, good on you, son. Anyways, I continued to grow and evolve and eventually started to run my own competitions. And I competed all over the place, over in the States and everywhere, and met some amazing people, who all shared the passion of what we were doing, which was really just mixing drinks and trying to do it really, really well. And one of the opportunities that had come up was to fly an international contingent of bartenders to Mexico to train up an elite group of Mexican bartenders. So I was chosen from Australia, and we had people from the UK, the US, all over the place, Holland, come to Mexico to train these people up. And I spent a few weeks there, everything paid for. It was awesome. And they also flew us down to the town of Tequila in Jalisco to actually have a lunch at the Sauza distillery, and we end up behind the bar mixing drinks. It was awesome. I really had to pinch myself to see if this was all real. But probably the biggest moment for me, and the biggest moment of recognition, came in 2007, where after competing a national training initiative with a large liquor supplier, I was awarded the Contribution to the Industry Award for that year. And at the Hilton Hotel, 700 people in attendance. It was a real honor for me. And I felt to some degree almost I'd achieved what I wanted to achieve. So, what's the message here? Well, I started mixing drinks. I chose drinks over my degree. I ended up being awarded one of the highest awards in my industry at the time. The real message is, it's not what you do that counts, but how you do it. Whether you're driving a bus, sweeping the streets, or a doctor or a lawyer, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you apply yourself. The depth of passion, the depth of interest, the depth of engagement, the immersement in what you do, which will not only give you a lot, but it'll also grow your opportunities and grow the industry that you're in. I call that flair. I call it doing it with flair. Not just because I was a flair bartender, of course. That's the message today, and I hope that resonates with you. Anyways, I'll be seeing you next week for another installment, so stay tuned. Bye-bye.